Hello dear students, welcome back. As you know, we are studying about the cell organelles. In our previous class, we studied about the Golgi complex and lysosomes. Today let us see about the mitochondria and the plastid. Dear students, at first we'll see about the mitochondria, then we'll study about the plastids. So you know all, mitochondria is also one of the membrane-bound organelle which is present in the cytoplasm. So which performs very important function in the cell. As you know all, mitochondria helps to release the energy. So main function of the cellular respiration takes place in the mitochondria. So mitochondria which is present in the cell. So in that what happens? Energy will be released and excess of energy will be stored in the form of the ATP. So we know about the mitochondria. So we have studied this class, we studied about it in the topic respiration. You know that in the place of the mitochondria, cellular respiration will be taken place. So today let us see in detail about the mitochondria. First we will see about the nature and occurrence, then we will study about its function. So as you know, you are observing the diagram. I have drawn the mitochondria on the board, so you can observe here how it is there in its structure. So at first we'll see about its nature and the occurrence. So where mitochondria is occur? So it is occur in the cytoplasm. So how it is there in its nature? So mitochondria is also one of the tiny organelle which is present inside the cytoplasm. So we can observe the various size and various shape in the mitochondria. So it is in the various shapes, like it may be in the spherical shape, it may be rod-like shape, and also it may be in the cylindrical shape. So we can observe various shapes of mitochondria. It may be in the spherical, rod shaped and the cylindrical shape. So also we can observe various size. So its size varies in between the 0.2 millimeter to the 2 millimeter. Various size mitochondria also we can observe in the cell which are present in the cytoplasm. Understanding? So next what we can observe? So this mitochondria, so it is bonded by the two membranes. So already you know that all the organisms will be bounded by the membranes. So like all the organelles, this mitochondria is also bonded by the two membranes. So one is the outer membrane, another is the inner membrane. So outer membrane is a porous in its nature. So what is the meaning of porous? So on the surface of the outer layer there are the pores which helps to transfer the material from the mitochondria to the cytoplasm and cytoplasm to the mitochondria. It helps to transfer the material from one to another. So it's a porous in its nature. And inner layer, so inner layer what we can say, it is thrown into folds. So you can observe foldings here. So these are the foldings. So these are called as what the inner layer of the mitochondria. So if you compare the outer layer and the inner layer, so inner layer will be very long as compared to the outer layer because it is a folding in nature. Because of that it is covered the maximum surface area in the mitochondria. So this foldings of the inner layer is also called as the cristae. Those are also called as the cristae. So this is about what its structure, how it founded organelle. So outer membrane and the inner membrane. So outer membrane is a porous in its nature. Inner membrane is the for having the foldings. That foldings is called as the cristae. It is about what its structure. So next what we can observe. So the folds are stud with a small rounded bodies known as the F1 particles. So you can observe here. So those foldings are stud with so they are containing what small round particles. Those round particles are called as what F1 particles. Also we can call as the oxysomes. So those are present in the foldings of the mitochondria. So also what we can say, so interior cavity filled with the gel-like structure. That like structure is called as a proteinous matrix, and this matrix will be containing various substances in it, so which are small sizes, so circular small sized particles called as the ribosomes, and also circular DNA molecules and the phosphate granules. So you can observe here these are the ribosomes and DNA molecules are there. So those are suspended inside what fluid filled membrane. So what we can say, that is a proteinous matrix, so which is containing of various substances. Those are the small sized ribosome. The ribosomes helps to synthesize the protein, and a circular DNA molecules. The DNA molecules, it is a genome which is present in the mitochondria, which helps to replicate themselves. So mitochondria have the capacity of the replicating themselves, otherwise it helps to dividing capacity. So that who helps in that? DNA. So next is about the phosphate granules which are present in what? Mitochondria. It's about what? It's a nature and occurrence. So who's mitochondria's nature and occurrence. So next we'll see about its function. So as we know all, it performs a very important function in the cell, that is what? A cellular respiration. The cellular respiration takes place in the process, in the place of the cell. In the cell it will take place in the mitochondria. In the mitochondria what happens? So it uses the carbohydrates and the fats and it converts it into the what? A food molecule. It converts into the glucose. And the glucose, what happens? It helps to release the energy. So during that process, what will happen? Carbon dioxide and the water will be released. So it helps to water. It will be considered as a waste product. It will be removed out from the cell. Is it right? So its main function of the mitochondria is what? A cellular respiration. During the cellular respiration, what happens here? The oxidation process will be taken place. So what it is? Oxidation process, like oxygen will be used. With the help of the oxygen, whatever we will intake the food, that food will be burned, and that burned food, what? So during the process of the burning, energy will be released, and carbon dioxide and water will be removed as the waste products. Is it right? So during that oxidation, energy will be released, and that energy will be utilized by our body, and excess of energy will be stored in the form of the ATP in the what? Mitochondria. So that ATPs are called as the power banks. So this powerhouse, those are called as the powerhouse because so they are containing the excess of the energy, and whenever our body require the energy, so ATPs will provide the energies. Understanding? It is about what? The ATPs. And ATPs, and so that you know that long form of the ATP, adenosine triphosphates. So they helps in the various functions. So first one is what? Synthesis of the chemical compounds. So you know that in the place of the mitochondria, that is in the place of the cell, what happened? Various chemical compound will be synthesized. So which are those? You can take here, proteins will be synthesized, carbohydrates, lipids will be synthesized, DNA replication will be taken place, and next the transcription of the RNA will be taken place. So who helps in that? ATP, that energy currency, energy powerhouse will that powerhouse will give the energy to perform the various synthesis of the various chemical compounds. So next is for the mechanical work. So which are the mechanical work? So you can take the our muscle work. So that muscle works, contraction of the muscles. So you know that for the movement of our body organs it may be. So it may be for a locomotion. So in various mechanical works. So who helps? ATPs helps, and also movement of the cilia and the flagella in various organisms. So for the mechanical function also ATPs helps. It is about what is function. Understanding? It is about what? Mitochondria, nature and occurrence. Also we have seen about the structure. Next we have studied about its function. Is it right? I hope you all understood about the mitochondria. Next we'll go to the what? Plastids. Plastids also organelles which are present in the cell. So we can observe only in the plant cell, and these are absent in the animals. So plastids are present in only in the what? A plant cell. They are absent in the animal cell. So how they are present? So we can observe its main function is to what? So plastids present in the plant cell and absent in the animal cell. So plastids like a mitochondria, they are also having the own genome called as DNA. So it helps in the process of the self replication. So they also have the capacity of the dividing. So this who helps in that? The genome DNA helps to in the process of the replication. So we can observe the various plastids. So we can that we have categorized according to their functions and also their appearance. We have divided into three types of plastids. Those are the chromoplast and chloroplast and the leucoplast. So what about the chromoplast? So that chromoplast are the colored plastids, we can say. So colored means we can observe here various brown color, yellow color. So we can observe various colors. So except green color. So those are called as the chromoplasts. So according to their function, we have divided the chromoplast separate and the chloroplast separate. So chloroplast will also come in the chromoplast, but based on the function, chloroplast function will be different and chromoplast function will be different. So based on that, we have divided separately chromoplast and the chloroplast. Those also plastids. So chromoplast, what is a chromoplast? It is a colored plastid. And so chloroplast will be of a green color plastid, that which we can observe in the plant cell. So leucoplasts are the colorless. They are white color, we can say. So white means they are colorless. So that colorless plastids are called as the leucoplast. So we can observe the various plastids function here. So at first we'll say about the chloroplasts. So what are the chloroplasts? So chloroplasts, what they does? So they traps, you know about the photosynthesis process. So there are very important green pigment called as the chlorophylls. So what they does? So they traps the solar energy. Otherwise, they absorb the solar energy, and that solar energy will be utilized to manufacture of the food for the plant. So what we can say here, that chloroplast will be absorbed by the plant with the help of the chlorophyll. Then by that chlorophyll, what happened? Food will be prepared in the plants. Understanding? So next about the chromoplast. So what chromoplast they does? So they are what? Various colors of flowers. So they are of what? Various color flowers. So what they does? They helps to give the various color for the flowers. You know that flower part of the plant. So their flowers will be of various colors. Is it right? It may be yellow color, brown color, red color, white color. So various colors we can observe is because of the chromoplast. So they helps to give the color, they helps to impart the color for the flower. So why the flowers are of the various of the attractive color they are having, it helps to attract the insects. So that insects, what they does, they helps in the process of the pollination. Because of that, so that flowers are the very attractive. So they are also called as the attractive part of the plant. So it is because of the process of the pollination, we can say here. Understanding? So who helps to give the color for the flowers? We can say, what we can say here? So chromoplasts. So they helps to give the color for the flowers. So next we'll go to the leucoplast. So what they does? So they helps to store the food in the form of the carbohydrates, fats, and the chloroplasts. So what they does? They helps to they helps to store them. They helps to store the food in the form of the carbohydrates, fats, and the chloroplast. It's about the function of the plastids. So in next class we'll see in detail about the chloroplast, and also we'll see about the another organelles. So I hope you understood the today's topic. It was about the cell organelle, mitochondria, and the plastids. So if you have any difficulty regarding today's class, so let me know. Thank you.